Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. Look at your neighbor, say neighbor. Don't touch us, say neighbor. I'm determined. I'm going to make it. Look at your other neighbor, say neighbor. I'm determined. I'm going to make it. Come on, bless the Lord one more time in this house. As I sit back and search the word over, Sister Thomas, I've seen so many people, especially men and women of God, preachers and pastors, that have given up simply because of trials, tribulations, and tragedies. Every Sunday you can look for a pastor have left the pulpit. They have given up. Some quit and some commit suicide. Some because of the assignment that God has given us. Sometimes come too stressful for some preachers. And the truth of the matter is you have to be rooted and grounded. Y'all don't talk to me. In the word of God. Because this journey that we're on, Pastor Thomas, it get hard sometimes. Y'all all right? So it is sometimes because they lose focus and they give up so easily. The question is today, what do you do when you've done all that you can? And constantly trying to lead and live a righteous life. You come into church, paying your tithes, attending Sunday school and Bible study, and every time the church doors open, you're here. Loving some folks that won't even love you back. Giving all you can, all you had, and all you have. And it seems like the harder you pray, the worse it seems to get. The more you call on his name, the more you cry out in frustration. I'm talking to somebody this morning because you've been guilty of doing all the things that God asked you to do. And makes you want to ask God the question, God, why are you punishing me? Why am I going through what I'm going? Seem like the one that don't even come to church. Seem like the one that don't even think about you, tell you things. Seem like they're doing better than I am. Have anybody been in that seat before? Seem like everything around you was going fine. Seem like God forgot about you. But I come to tell you, God didn't forget about you. God let me go through some stuff because there's some stuff that God got stored away for you. And you got to hold on and hang on it because the best, I wish I had some, because the best, y'all ain't talking about the best, is yet to come. Y'all all right? So you're full of frustration. But it's right here, you'll find Pastor Smith, Apostle Paul, writing from Rome in his sad, saturated, sealed up seat on house arrest. But Paul's location doesn't affect his vocation. His vocation helps his elevation. Here it is, Paul here, he's on house arrest. He's down and can't leave the house. But he writes to a church in Philippi, folk that are free. Here he is, shackled down in the house, but he writes to folk that are free, telling them that everything gonna be all right. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever been in your situation, bound down with tears in your eyes, but you're telling everybody else everything? Y'all better talk to me. That everything's gonna be all right. Have you ever had diabetes, you got cancer, and you got the virus, but at the same time, you still telling folks that the God I serve, he's able, he'll turn some stuff around. All you got to do is hold on just a little while, because everything will be all right. If anybody can testify with me like that, we've been made, endure for night, but somebody said joy. I can't, he said joy will come in the morning. You got to be determined. You have to be determined to make it. in this world. Because, watch this, Pastor, because it's not Paul's fault that he's in the situation that he's in. It is because of God. The question is, well, what do you do when God is orchestrator of your trials? The question is, what do you do when the problem that you have and the stuff that you're going through is not even your fault? I wish I had Job here come and tell you. He said, all the stuff I've been through, I still have. Job said, Job teacher, he said, bad things happen to good people. Job would testify like Paul. He said, even though he may slay me, yet still I'm going to trust him. Is there anybody trusting God this morning? So what do you do? What is it that you do when the stuff that you're dealing with in your life is not because of what you did, but because of what you did for God? I wish I had some help here. Pastor, all I do, go to church, do what I got to do. But it seems like as soon as I walk outside the door, all hell breaks loose. Y'all all right? So what do you do when God is the orchestrator and calls you your current situation? Watch the text. Paul writes to the church of Philippi because there were some Judeans who were trying to take them back from their new profound lifestyle and faith, therefore in Christian living. So watch what he does, Pastor Thomas. So Paul, he gives a description and a prescription. Y'all all right? And the results if you are determined. Can I just pause for 2 seconds and ask anybody, somebody, is there anybody in here determined that you're going to make it? I don't care how I look. I don't care what they say. I don't care how they talk about me. I've made up my mind that I'm on my way because the best is yet to come. So watch this there. Watch this, Pastor. So Paul, he testifies in chapter 1. Look what he said, Pastor. For me to live is Christ and to die is gain. Paul said that I am determined. He said our determination is not based on what is going on around us, but it's based on what's going on in us. Y'all all right? What do you mean, Pastor? It's not based on the stuff that goes on around us. Can I tell you, you can make it with some stuff going on around you. Can I help you shout this morning? When you had Donald Trump in office, you made it. Senator like Mitch McConnell, you made it. Ted Cruz, you made it. A low-down grabbing gay governor, Kay Ivey, you made it. You can make it in society with some fake and fickle folks, killing folk, phony family members, hating and some cheap shouting church members. You can make it. You can make it if you're determined. Look at what Paul said this morning, Sister McKay. Look at what Paul said. Paul says you have to be determined. I wish I had my shout that hard with me. You have to be determined. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor. Oh, that's the wrong one. Look at that. Say, neighbor. You have to be determined. I don't need other title neighbors. Neighbor. You got to get this. You have to be. You got to be. You got to be determined. You got to. So Paul here, he gives us the prescription. He gives a description of Paul. What is it that we got to do for we can be determined? Paul said, the first thing Paul said, Pastor Smith, he said, if you're going to be determined, he said, first of all, you got to make it personal. Yes, sir. I promise you right there. He says, watch this. He says, I. He uses a personal pronoun. Yeah. He says, I. You got to say, he said, I with attitude. I. Yeah, Pastor Thomas' theme is, watch this, Pastor theme is, if you know Pastor Thomas, his theme is, everywhere you go, he tells everybody, he said, I just want to finish well. Y'all should do that right there. He said, when he talks to Pastor Thomas, he makes it personal. He says, Reverend, I just want to finish well. I never shall forget the first time we flew out to WW 2009. We had went to church that Monday night. Everybody went to church Monday night. Everybody was tore up. Pastor Thomas was wrecked. Reverend Watson was wrecked. Ross was wrecked. Fall was wrecked. And Paul let me, I was gone. The preacher had busted all of us. We get back to the hotel, get down and eat breakfast, sit at the circle. That's right, everybody's still crying from the night before. Pastor dropped his head. He said, Reverend, I just want to finish with it. I wish I somebody can testify to that. I just want to finish with it. Because you got to finish way to get those fantastic words out. Y'all talk to me. I just want to have the word, my good and faithful servant. Job well done. Y'all all right? He said, watch this right. You got to get this going. Pastor said, when my issues and my health start to change on me, that's when God starts more work on me. Y'all all right? See, you can't let your condition stop you from coming. You know how many folks that can still come to church and won't even show up? They got a little toothache, they won't come. Got a little headache, they won't come. They got an excuse now, want to blame it on the pandemic. But what was the excuse when there wasn't no pandemic? Y'all all right? So Pastor Thomas Watson, you can learn something from your pastor. You can learn determination from your pastor. Because anybody can demonstrate determination out of all the stuff you go through if Pastor Charles Earl Thomas. Y'all all right? Watch this right here. Watch this. At the lies and the scandalation, you can do it. Pastor Thomas said my kidneys couldn't do it. He said my eyesight couldn't do it. The pandemic couldn't do it. He said the reason why he couldn't do it because I'm determined. I'm going to make it. He said, I might not drive the car, but I have pay for the car, but I'm in the car. And if I can get somebody to get me to the church and get me in my chair, I don't have to read what I'm saying because I know what I'm saying. Because inside me is that anybody can testify. I thank God that I'm determined for the stuff that I go through. Come hell or high water. I'm on my way because I got a charge to keep and a God plays that anybody here can testify. I thank God for my determination. You got to get this. You got to get this because you wonder why the preachers, when they're going through, they still come to church. Why when all the stuff around them seems like it's falling apart? But you got to get this one. When it seems like stuff around you falling apart, don't worry about it. Don't worry. James says, count it all joy when you fall into dire temptation. The word fall in the Greek means peripeto. It means surround. So when you're surrounded by some stuff, don't let the stuff around you stop you. And that's what Pastor did. He didn't let the stuff around him stop him. Y'all all right? So you got to get there because when pastors going through, when preachers going through, the only thing they want to do, just get me to the pulpit. Because I get to the pulpit, there's a word from the Lord, and when y'all all right? And see, I learned this a long time ago. Sometimes you got to let the people see what you're going through. And when you let them see what you're going through, then you see how God brought them through. Y'all all right? See, some of y'all sat there too holy to be a witness. Y'all, but you got to tell somebody what God has done for you. You got to tell them just how good he's been. Every day he wakes you up. He put clothes on your back, shoes on your feet, food on the table. Anybody can testify. I thank God. He said, not only you got to make it personal, but then watch the Pastor Thomas. He said, not only you got to make it personal if you're going to make it. He said, but then you don't limit yourself. All right. I promise you in the text. He says, I can do all. Touch your neighbor, say all. Tell them I'm saying all. He said, I can do all things. If you can't limit yourself because the word said you can do all. All is inclusive. Y'all all right? The problem with some of us is we limit ourselves in conversation and in action. We say, I can't do it. I ain't going to be able to make it. And the truth of the matter is you didn't put no effort behind it. My mama always told me you can make it if you try. I wish I had my mom say you can make it if you try. Let me talk to you can make it if you try. Let me talk you can make it if you try. Some of y'all want to move on when you get it. You can make it if you try. Anybody make their mind to make it? Watch what it does. Watch this. You have to have a nevertheless spirit. Nevertheless, whatever happens, I'm pressing on. I'm pressing on. Watch it. And watch this. This is going to help you. Don't open up for this. Never hold yourself hostage of what you can do through Christ. All right. Never hold yourself hostage for what you can do through Christ. Watch this. And don't let nobody else hold you hostage. Y'all all right? Because there are some people that hold you hostage of your past. I wish I had some help right here. And the truth of the matter is, it's just what it is. My past. Y'all all right? So watch this. Never lower your expectation because of what you're experiencing. You ain't the only one that's going through some stuff. It ain't the first time stuff that happened in your life and you made it. You got to understand. Watch what Paul said right there. No temptation that's uncommon to man. That what you're going through, somebody else going through it too. And they're not going through it now. They have been there and done it and got the t-shirt. Y'all all right? All right, I got to go. So in front of me, get out of here. Not only he says make it personal. Not only he said don't limit yourself. But then he says the reason why you can do it. Simply because there's a divine power. So, y'all all right? He said, I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. I like the word strengthen on this thing because it shows continuation from God. Somebody just missed this, y'all. I said, I love that word strengthen because it's a continuation from God. And watch this. He's going to continue to see you through. You wonder why you lost your job almost a year ago and you still making it. It's because of God. You wonder why that you're behind on the car payment and can't pick it up. It's because of God. You wonder why you ain't paid your light bill 2 months but the light's still on. It's because God took up the light bill, man. You can make it if you try. There's a divine power source. He said, watch this right here. It's so divine power so you can't even explain it. Let me show you something. If sometimes that's the stuff that happened to us, God done, you can't even explain it. If you can explain it, God didn't do it. Because the only thing you can say, if it had not been, let me take the glass off so I can see it. If it had not been, oh, y'all ain't talking enough. If it had not been, I need someone to help me. If it had not been, I need about 5 more. If it had not been for the Lord on my side, I don't know where I'd be. But I thank God that he keeps me. I thank God that he does everything that I need. Well, I got to get out of here this morning. But I got to tell, somebody that you got to have, your mind made up. And you got to be, determined because God is still good. Do you hear what I'm saying? You got to have your mind made up and stayed upon the Lord. Because Paul says, he said, I count not myself to be apprehended. But this one thing that I do, y'all, forgetting those things which are behind. But I'm going to press on to the things that is before. Is there anybody here made up in your mind that you're going on if you have to go by yourself? But I love Paul because he says in the next verse, he said, keep on pressing till you get to Christ. Is there anybody here on your way to see Jesus? The one who woke you up this morning. The one who kept you in your right mind. The one who helped you pay your bills. And because he helped you pay your bills and let you live, you ought to tell him thank you. Thank you for being good. Thank you for giving me everything. But you ought to tell him thank you for one Friday on a hill called Calvary. Anybody know about Calvary? On a Friday on a hill called Calvary. He hung and he bled and he died. Do you know he died? My mama said he died. My daddy said he died. The preacher told me he died. But is there anybody here know that he died? If you know he died, let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say yeah. Say yeah. Yes. He died. But the good news is he didn't stay dead. Have somebody say, Sunday morning, he got up with all power. Do you know he got up? When he got up, the joy got up. When he got up, your peace got up. Is there anybody here can testify? He got up. He got up. He got up. He got up. I said, ain't he all right? Want to praise him for me? Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, hold on just a little while. Everything is going to be all right. I come to tell you, Pastor Thomas, keep your hand in the Lord's hand. You have seen the best yet, because the best is yet to come. Keep on preaching, keep on teaching. And I admire you this morning because the stuff you deal with didn't stop you from preaching. He's determined to make it. He's determined to make it. Ain't he all right, y'all? Ain't he all right, y'all? Yeah! 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 Good. When I think about what I've been through, when I think about all the heartache, when I think about all the pain, when I think about my joy, this joy that I have, this joy that I have, the world is giving, and the world can't take it away. People running in my feet, joy in my heart, tears from my eyes. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Yeah! Yeah! Ah, yeah! Ah, yeah! Ah, yeah! Y'all got to excuse me now. About in 2006, when my daughter got killed in the car accident, I almost gave up, thrown in the tower. The God I serve, he didn't keep you. I said, well, he keep you. Lift up your hands in the sanctuary. Tell him, thank you. Tell him, thank you, Lord. Hey, thank you. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Yeah! I got one more thing that I got to tell you. And I'm going to take my sheet. Can I tell you one more